Hey everybody, this is the second video of a two-part video series that was made on today's date, February 6, 2016. If the first video is not incorporated in the description of this YouTube video, just go into the YouTube channel this video is dedicated to and look for a video that's 49 minutes and either 19 seconds, 20 seconds, or 21 seconds long. You'll find it. At the end of that video, I state that I'm going to be making a second video, so you'll know that that's the one. Okay, so all you gotta do is look for that video in that time frame, and or just pop up enough videos that were uploaded on the same date. Okay, go to the last minute of that video, and you'll see that I'm stating that I'm gonna make a second video. That'll be the first video. Now, I'm making these statements only because when I upload these two videos, this video and the first video, it might not be titled right away. If anybody approaches me while I'm at this area, in fact, if anybody approaches me on this property in the next 6 days from this second forward, 12:19 p.m., it will be directly connected to organized stalking. No matter what is said, no matter what transpires or results, and that absolutely includes homeless men, kids, neighbors, teenagers, adults, absolutely any kind of law enforcement or property. Anybody, any age, no matter who they are, no matter how they act verbally, no matter what transpires or results. I'm in San Diego, California, La Jolla. I am a target victim and activist concerned in the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking, and it's not stalking by gangs. Now, before I continue, I want to make a statement here that I briefly discussed in the first video. I got a head cold. Okay, I already went through about 30 napkins in the last hour and a half. That's how bad it is. So I'm gonna have to sneeze intermittently in this video or blow my nose. So just bear with me. Okay, hold on. So again, remember, this video is not titled right away, and or if the first video is not incorporated within the description of this YouTube video, go into the videos dedicated to this YouTube channel and look for the first video in the way that I've already aforementioned. And I apologize that you have to do that, but please do it. Because I make the, hold on. See, fellow American citizens, fellow La Jollans, fellow Californians, fellow San Diegans, I want you to know something, okay? And I'm just speaking to you raw, okay? I'm literally speaking to you from my absolute heart with the complete truth. I do not lie in my videos about anything. Hold on. When I tell you, okay, that I am not involved in any type of illegal or criminal activity whatsoever, it's the absolute truth, because I'm not. I'm a practicing, obedient Christian woman. I'm not perfect, but I'm a practicing Christian, obedient woman. I don't bother nobody. I don't even drink. I don't sleep around. I don't steal. I do not bother a soul. My behavior is appropriate every single place I go. I'm even nice to some of these little criminal rats, okay, at places that I'm being gang stalked at, like Ross Grocery Store in off of La Jolla Villa Square Drive in La Jolla, and they will eventually ban me from this plaza and or grocery store, using a staged complaint, a staged incident, okay, property theft of mine in order to provoke me to act out, so they can then use that as a normal appearing reason to ban me or arrest me or ticket me. These are the schemes of gang stalking. Hold on, because my ears are stopped up as a result of me having a head cold. Now, in the first video, I stated that I was gonna verbally describe a list of the places that I've been absolutely gang stalked at, so you'll know the truth in case I disappear or arrested or made a ward of the state, which are absolute crimes that happen to gang stalking victims who turn into absolute whistleblowers. Hold on. See, you gotta think about my statements. One of the main things that help human beings survive and to know truth is to think about what they hear, about what they see. Okay? So what I do in my videos is I expose truth so you can research what I state, cross-reference the material that comes up, synthesize it together so you can come to a holistic pictorial representation of the truth, so you can see the truth for what it is. I don't bullshit, and I don't lie. Alright, hold on. God, this nose is killing me today. Now, I've been made homeless as a result of being a victim of this crime. And as far as what the perpetrators do to gang stalking victims, organized stalking victims, making a target homeless is one of the main methodologies of what they do to a target. Now, I just remembered something. In the first video, I stated 4 things, okay, that they attempt to achieve against the target. I stated 3 of them: illegal syndicated probate control, massive insurance fraud, and human trafficking. I didn't have time to make to expose the 4th criminal reality. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. It's got to do with, now when I state this, don't dismiss this video and say, well, this sounds like crazy, or this sounds like too much, or whatever. Don't dismiss this video, because I don't just make videos to inform you about what's happening to gang stalking victims. I also make my videos to inform you about how they operate, so you can make informed decisions about what to look out for to protect yourself, your loved ones, your friends, and your property. Because these criminal expeditions are happening in every state, county, city, town, and neighborhood in the United States. Every single one of them. Hold on. Let me light my cigarette here real fast. I hate smoking on video. Hold on. Now again, I want you to know something. Before I state that 4th description, I'm going to reiterate this. One of the main things that they attempt to do to get innocent community members to help a target in the harassment that they want to perpetrate against the target is by lying about the target. They'll claim the target is involved in any type of criminality that you can think of. Go to YouTube and type in "listen to a stranger." Okay? To get a preliminary visual representation of just some of the aspects of this crime, concerning how they can get anybody to do anything for them, and how they and some of how they operate concerning it. Okay. So the target is basically lied to community members and useful idiots and people who are syndicate wannabes, because this is organized crime in the system. It's a syndicate. Okay, so basically what they will do, I'd say at least 85% of the harassment that a target is enduring is by dupe community members. Okay, and they don't actually have to be community members from that target's immediate community, their immediate suburb that they're in, or city, or whatever. Okay, I've had people gaslight me in Jack in the Box that I sparked up conversations with, and they told me they came from Coronado. I'm in San Diego. Hold on. So how did they know that I was in that Jack in the Box when I was in there in order to prop them up to come in there to harass me? I'm talking about the McDonald's off of Rosecrans and Nimitz Boulevard in San Diego in Point Loma. Hold on. I do apologize for the smoking and the blowing my nose. Stay with this video, you'll be glad you did. Just trust me on that. So basically, the target is told to community members that they're a social deviant of any kind, a criminal of any kind, and then the people who are telling them that are told where to be at and where to go concerning where the target's at. So they can prop up staged events, staged complaints, staged harassment, staged assaults, anything that you can think of that they want to bring up as property theft, even rape, against the target individual. And this also includes arrest and tickets. Okay, illegal lodging, illegal encroachment, trespassing, because they make the target homeless and they know the target's got to sleep. Okay, and a lot of targets will find secluded areas just to go to sit, to be by themselves, to escape the harassment, and the target will literally be gang stalked there. Go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids. Now, in the first video, I mentioned just 3 criminal motivations of many that they can target a specific target for. Okay. I've had to blow my nose now over 35 times just in the past hour and a half. Okay. Now, and unfortunately, stopping to do that is interrupting my train of thought a little bit, so just bear with me. Please stay with this video. Now, when a target individual will pick a spot to just go rest at, they will, through the surveillance, which is covert, physical surveillance, and GPS tracking of the target's phone, which I extensively discussed in the first video, they will then prop up anybody to act like they have a normal appearing reason and or excuse, okay, or dress it up to make it appear that it's a normal appearing mishap concerning why they're in that target's physical presence, okay, to bring about whatever they want to bring about against the target, including propping up homeless men to hang out there while the target's there, or to set up their camp while the target's there, or after the target leaves the area, if it's the area where the target's sleeping at, whether it be temporary or more than a day or two, whatever, to set up their camping area close by to intimidate the target about what could happen as a result of them now being here. Is their property going to get stolen? Are they going to be assaulted? Are they going to be robbed? Are they going to be raped? Are they going to have to find another spot, okay, as a result of these people being brought up into this area? So the target will move, okay, in order to avoid problems. It's also done to possibly squeeze the target out of a secluded area that they pick to rest at or camp at, so the target will have to go to another spot on the same property that's more exposed, so they can then prop up neighbors, kids, teenagers, adults, or whatever to claim that the target was heard, seen, or that their property was seen. These are the literal schemes of gang stalking. I'm going to prove some of the gang stalking of me in this video, and then I'm going to make some statements concerning links that you can go to research what's happening to targets of this crime. Hold on. Smoke just went up my nose. Hold on. I shouldn't have made a video today, it's so bad. But anyways, I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I don't sleep around, I don't steal, I don't bother a soul. I'm not mentally ill, and I'm not a threat to myself or others, and I never will be. Okay, but these are the labels that they attempt to put on target individuals, all depending on what they want to bring about against the target. Illegal probate control, foreign racketeering, federal state funds, insurance fraud, human trafficking inside an isolated environment that they put the target in as a result of the probate control, which is achieved through these lies, using police and courts for it, public defenders and prosecutors as well, and doctors and psychologists. County mental health, doctors in area neighborhood hospital psychiatric floors, private psychologists can all be incorporated within these schemes in order to achieve the criminal motivation for them. Hold on. And against whistleblowers, and all targeted individuals end up being whistleblowers. Okay, hold on. I do apologize for having sneezed so much. I think it's clearing up though some, so hold on. Have you ever had one of those head colds where you just can't stop blowing your nose because of all the stuff that's congested? I don't mean to gross you out. Hold on. Now, fellow American citizens, I got a college degree in drafting. I was also three college credit hours away from a second degree, and at the time that I was obtaining these degrees, I also had numerous certificates in other things, you know, like computer stuff. Just older computer stuff that's not even used anymore. I'm an educated woman, okay? And I'm a good woman through God's grace. What's good about me is through God's grace, I know that. But what I'm trying to say is that I literally bother nobody. I stay to myself. I don't do anything illegal whatsoever. I don't even drink, okay, at all, okay? Because it's against my religion, for one. My behavior's appropriate everywhere I go. I'm even nice, okay, to some of the employees and even people that they come in acting as customers that harass me at places I go to. Grocery stores, restaurants, movie theaters, libraries, bus stops, bus routes, university campuses. Okay, I've caught evidence that way because a lot of individuals that they're using don't even know that what they're doing is gang stalking. And the other ones, okay, who might not know the they might not know the entire scope of what's actually going on. Okay, so alright, so I'm going to get into the fourth description of why a target individual. I mentioned the first three of many of why a target can be selected for this crime. Okay, human trafficking, racketeering, insurance fraud, illegal syndicated probate control are three of them. In an isolated environment, they do these crimes to a target in an isolated environment. They're put in as a result of the syndicated probate control, and the crime absolutely continues, okay, in these isolated environments. Group homes, detention centers, jails, you name it. Okay. You can also go to Google and type in how a target will be gang stalked to a psychiatric floor, a detention center, a jail, a prison, a hospital. So Google doctors and gang stalking, any type of doctor, okay? Security guards and gang stalking, security guards of anywhere, libraries, universities, business plazas, psychiatric floors, police officers in jails and gang stalking, guards and gang stalking as far as jails go. You would not believe what I know. Now, here's the fourth description. Go to Google. You can stop this video after I describe the description and research it for 5 minutes, and you'll see I'm telling you the truth, and come back to this video, or you can do it after the video is over. Go to Google right now, and YouTube, and type in non-consensual human experimentation and organized stalking. Then go back and Google it to gang stalking. Then go back to Google and type in non-consensual military human experimentation, DARPA, and gang stalking, with or without the DARPA. Now, when you do this, okay, and then come back to this video, okay, or just research it after you watch the video, you'll see I'm telling you the truth, because it's all over the internet. Thousands of websites will come out. Do you think that's an accident? Logic and probabilities and statistical analysis. Okay, when you have, say if you go to a store like a Walmart, and you're on your way into the actual entrance of Walmart, and you see this guy, okay, he's assaulting a woman, and 7 other people see him do it. Okay, do you think that guy and the 7 people that seen them do it are lying? No, of course not. Even when it's videotaped. Okay. Now the reason why I brought that up is because statistical analysis, when you have 10 people who are all describing the same thing, then there's got to be some truth in it somewhere. Unless all these people were staged for that event, which is also something that gang stalking will do. When they stage an event, they'll also stage the witnesses. So basically what I'm saying is that when it comes to the truth, if you have thousands of victims all saying the same thing, then you know it's the truth. But in gang stalking as well, when they stage an event, they will also stage the witness in order to portray the event as the truth. Staged events in gang stalking are called street theaters, and they will use a bunch of different type of people for a staged event. They'll use a homeless guy, okay, who's a no neighborhood homeless guy who's never bothered a soul, supposedly, okay, for the event, and then prop up a woman walking her baby, with her baby in a stroller, as the witness. So that way the cops can say, well, what do you think now, Leslie? That this innocent woman walking her child is a gang stalker? They'll even use a child as a witness. An elderly person, a middle-aged person, a student, a neighbor. Or they'll use these types of people for the event. So, do what I tell you to do in reference to what I'm exposing, and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. So, fellow American citizens, when you look at just the 4 descriptions of the money-making machines, the non-consensual human experimentation, because whatever the research that comes up from the experimentation is sold to hundreds of different research groups. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars off of one target. Now, when you look at the insurance fraud, which is into the hundreds of thousands of dollars because the insurance fraud is repeated. When you look at the federal, state, and local funds that are applied for in the target's name once a legal syndicated probate control is achieved, that's non-stop, month after month after month, federal and state funds being given to these organized crime groups that had the syndicated probate control of the target. So we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars being made off of one target. When you look at the human trafficking and the videotaping of the rape of a target, one videotape can be sold to multiple different pornography groups. I read information online where they took a picture of a woman naked and made thousands of dollars off it. One picture. So, fellow American citizens, my name is Leslie Williams. I was literally taken out of my home for these criminal motivations. I cannot get any police to make up one police report that I'm factually being gang stalked, have been, and still am. So go to Google and type in police and gang stalking, prosecutors and gang stalking, public defenders and gang stalking, district attorneys and gang stalking, and even your state attorney generals and gang stalking. Also type in all descriptions that I've stated in this video and the first video to organized stalking, and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. So, fellow American citizens, if the military is doing non-consensual human experimentation, which can absolutely encompass torture, and do you honestly think that the federal government will not protect it? Think again. So Google any alphabet agency that you can think of and organized stalking. So, just in these aforementioned descriptions alone, in this video alone, do you honestly think that we can get any help? So you might think to yourself, well, why don't a target just call a lawyer or a law firm? So go to Google and YouTube. Some descriptions can only really be Googled, other ones can be YouTubed as well. Cell phone call rerouting and gang stalking. Email rerouting and gang stalking. So basically, I'm just going to say a bunch of descriptions. Each description, Google it and YouTube it when appropriate to organized stalking, then to gang stalking, separate searches. Email rerouting and gang stalking, faking email replies, lawyers and gang stalking, law firms and gang stalking, intercepting phone calls and gang stalking, GPS tracking the target's cell phone and gang stalking, using the target's microphone of their phone as a microphone for eavesdropping and gang stalking. They can hack into the camera on the phone. Okay? So basically they can reroute your mail and your emails. They can reroute your phone calls even to them, and they will pretend to be the places you're calling, like a law firm. They'll bait you to open up about what's happening to get you to relive the experience, and then claim that they're not interested in this kind of situation. Okay? So you may think to yourself, well, why don't the target physically just go to the law firm or lawyer? Well, I suggest you in 1 week go to 10 different law firms and see how lawyers and law firms behave in reference to consultations. 98% of the time, they're not even in the office. They'll tell you, the receptionist will tell you to leave your cell phone number or an email account. While your emails are being intercepted and rerouted, your phone calls are being intercepted and rerouted by these filthy maggots. So you don't get no help to isolate you in the campaign until the criminal motivation can be achieved. Remember it back, like if you watched enough war movies or watched enough documentaries about wars, like the World War II, and how once let's just for an example, when the French people developed an underground concerning how France was invaded by the Nazis, and right before the Allies invaded Germany and France, the undergrounds started forming in France, okay, and in other countries that were invaded, like Italy, okay. There was undergrounds, patriots, that were working covertly okay, with Allied forces. And what they would do, these partnerships were formed so the underground members could be used for specific things. So when the Allied forces came in to rescue their countries, France, Italy, whatever, the Nazis would have a harder time communicating with each other in their response to the invasion. So the French underground, let's just say for French, pertaining to France, what they would do would cut the communications, okay, that they knew that the Germans were using. So the Germans could not communicate with each other for supply lines, concerning when they were being attacked and from what direction, and so on and so forth. Well, gang stalking expeditions actually do the same exact thing. Now, every single place that I bought my phones from, Radio Shack, which is now, Radio Shack is no longer Radio Shack, which was basically an electronics store, okay, they went out of business. The first phone that I bought was from Radio Shack, where they have literally sent me text messages to it, okay. I finally stopped making payments on that phone in the beginning of January because this phone was bought in September at Best Buy in La Jolla, off of La Jolla Village Square. Every single time that I've been in Best Buy, individuals, including employees and people coming in and acting as customers, would repeat gang stalk. Oh my God. Gang stalk. Suck my dick. Gang stalker. Oh my God. Gang stalking. Oh my God. Gang stalk weird. Gang stalk crazy. In that way. And tape recorders don't lie. Now, when this phone was bought, the employee set the phone up. Now, that's one of the actual descriptions of their employments. People coming in, they buy phones, the employees set them up. So do you honestly think that these maggots don't know how to ascertain the phone number from this phone as they were setting it up? Think again. Do you understand? So through GPS tracking of the phone, as a result of knowing the phone number, is how they're able to track the target concerning where the target's at for the staged events, including law enforcement. So I suggest you go to Google and type in Best Buy and gang stalking. And then go back to Google and type in corporations and gang stalking. So, fellow American citizens, this is just one aspect of this crime. Go to Google and type in universities and gang stalking, public libraries and gang stalking, businesses and gang stalking, property owners, landlords and gang stalking, mail theft and mail delayment and gang stalking, and every other description I've described in this video pertaining to this crime. Excuse me. Now, to prove to you that I'm a victim of this crime, I'm going to play you right now two separate Instagram. Instagram is basically it's an application that you can put on your phone or your computer, so you can upload 15-second long videos or audio files or pictures or whatever of anything that you want to upload. As I was walking down a specific street on Thanksgiving Day 2013, two individuals came out of a condominium complex right out of their parking lot. As a result of them coming out of the parking lot, they had to cross a sidewalk and then get on the sidewalk that I was coming down. They came out of the driveway and turned in order to be able to intercept me as I was coming up this way. They physically impeded my ability to be able to continue to ride my bike while they started harassing me. One of the two individuals was directly connected to a previous hiking area. That hiking area was given a code that I would use when I described what I was experiencing at that hiking area in order to be able to hide the physical location of it from outside criminals who are not part of the gang stalking. Okay, so they would know where I was, and to hide the physical location from police in reference to, I already knew they were connected to the crime, but if I told where the location was, they could easily say, well, Leslie, okay, we came to you as a result of whatever excuse they could use, and we knew where you were at as a result of you exposing it to us. Just trust me on this, I know what I'm talking about. So, what I would do was give coded notations that would accurately describe the location once the code was revealed, but yet hide the location within the code so outside parties that are not part of the gang stalking would know where I was. Okay? So, I labeled that location GILL times 2. I'm a woman, not a man, HA location. I'm not going to disclose in this video what that location is. Okay, what it was. For security reasons. Okay. But fellow American citizens, That individual was one of about 3 men. He was one of the main guys that they had propped up to camp out close by me for over 1.5 years at that area, who bothered me on a daily basis. On a daily basis. Let me check this out. At that physical location. On a daily basis. Yelling, gang stalk, suck my dick. Gang stalk, oh my god. Gang stalk, weird. Gang stalk, crazy. Now listen to this. They were also yelling, gang stalk, why don't you call the cops on her? Gang stalk, why don't you come and steal her stuff? I was making videos about it every single day from 2013, even past the Thanksgiving event, which is November 28, 2013. Okay, that's right. Now, I'm going to actually play you 3 videos. Okay? Now, what I did when this Thanksgiving event was transpiring, let me just backtrack for a second. When I was making these videos throughout 2013, okay, and they're all over the internet, just go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking, or no, Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking and Harassment. Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Makes HA Prediction. Okay, in these videos, you're going to literally flat out see me, okay, at a location where a bunch of black weatherization sheets were hanging up. Okay, now, and in some of the videos you might not be able to see the black, hold on, in some of the videos you might not be able to see the black weatherization sheet, but let me just put it to you this way. A good way for you to know that the area of these videos, the videos that you're watching are in reference to that area, is to look at the date they were published in. All videos that were made up from January 2013 up until November of 2014 were made at that location. Okay, pertaining to videos that were made in a wooded area. Now, they were yelling, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalking, oh my god, gang stalk, suck my dick, gang stalking, suck my dick, gang stalking, why don't you come and steal her stuff, gang stalking, why don't you call the cops on her. Those 2 last things that I stated were specific threats being said while gang stalking was being said. I was exposing in my videos throughout these calendar years that I just mentioned that they were doing this. Okay, now, think about this. These are 2 separate types of threats while gang stalking is being said. Okay. What do you hear these 2 men saying? They're saying gang stalk together. One says gang stalking, and then the same one says gang stalking, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna play it again. Now, I'm going to play it one more time, and you might think to yourself, why am I going to play it one more time? Because at the very beginning and in the middle of this event, you hear an individual say, be nice. Listen, as they're saying gang stalk, gang stalking, and gang is stalking, I'm going to fuck you up. Listen closely. Now, so, the thing for you to remember in this video, okay, is how they're saying be nice, and gang a stalk, gang stalking, and gang a stalking, I'm gonna fuck you up, and how they're actually repeating it as well. Now, I was already all over the internet repeating how these filthy maggots were saying gang stalk, oh my god, and understand this. Instagram only allows you to make a video or an audio file that's 15 seconds long. The actual event was caught on my tape recorder, transferred from that, the main section of it, to Instagram and to YouTube. Okay? The actual event also shows them saying, oh my god. Now, the reason why I brought up for you to pay attention to not only how they were saying a threat while they're saying gang stalking, but also they're saying be nice. Now, why am I telling you this? Because what I'm going to do right now, as soon as I get this jacket on, I think the video camera should be able to show it pretty clearly, because I made this video I zoomed in on the phone at the beginning of the phone to show you the date and time because I'm going to make a prediction in this video before it's over with. So I wanted to be able to isolate the prediction by date. So if anything that I predict happens after the date and time, it'll prove that I'm being gang stalked. Now, as a result of me zooming in on this phone, you're able to clearly see it pretty well. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do right now is turn on this older track phone, which I was using in the calendar year that all this stuff was going on. Okay? And I'm going to go into the videos of it. When I was at that wooded area that I just aforementioned, I just talked about to you. Okay, hold on. Let me bring up the camera. It's been a while since I used this phone. I don't even use it no more. It's not even in contract anymore. So what I'm going to do right now is go to the camera album. You can see. And then I'm going to find the video. It's right here. Okay? And I'm going to play it. Now, you can see that it's highlighted in red. With this phone, I'm going to scroll back and forth, left to right. Look. See, alright, hold on. Alright, see how the one on the right is highlighted in red? And I'm going to go to the one in the middle. That's in red. The one to the left, that's in red. Back to the one in the middle. That means that that is the one that I'm getting ready to play because it's been selected. But first I'm going to go to the options feature. Okay? So I can show you the file information pertaining to the date this occurred. 4/22/2014. Okay? Now, you can see it's still highlighted. I'm going to press play. I want you to listen closely to what this maggot says. He acts all nice and everything until I confront him about the gang stalking event that occurred on Thanksgiving Day, what you just heard. Now, I want you to watch this. I want you to listen to how he denies it and then how he says, be nice. Let me turn it up, turn up the phone so I make sure the volume's all the way up. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to press play right now.
Here he comes. This is the one that played a role in the Thanksgiving event.
Oh, and by the way, listen to how he says, sorry about that, I just want to come and get some of my stuff. They moved out of the area but left some stuff behind, so they came back to get it. Listen, now he's telling his friend it. He's trying to act all innocent and shit too. Listen. Alright, hang on. I gotta stop. And then, hold on. Alright. I gotta stop this and go back because I think he's already said it, so I'm gonna start it over. Listen to how he says it. I'm gonna have to hold the video camera up close to the speaker, okay? But you'll see that I've already started the video, okay? So you can hear him tell his friend, I just gotta come and get some more stuff and then we're out of here. Listen, that proves that he was part of this area.
Here he comes. This is the one that played a role in the Thanksgiving event.
So I do apologize. You guys get a few more items. Glad you made it through.
Hey, get your dog out of here.
Yeah, come on, baby. I apologize.
I don't give a fuck. Get your dog out of here.
I am getting him out of here. You guys,
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking little bitch. I'll call the cops on you.
Alright, you notice how he just said, be nice after I said I don't give a fuck? He goes, be nice. I'm gonna start it over again. Okay? Now listen.
Here he comes. This is the one that played a role in the Thanksgiving event.
Come on, baby. So I do apologize. You guys get a few more items. Glad you made it through.
Do you hear how he just said I just gotta get a couple more items and a change of clothes? That proves he was connected to this area. Listen.
Hey, get your dog out of here.
Yeah, come on, baby. I apologize.
I don't give a fuck. Get your dog out of here.
I am getting him out of here. You guys,
Get the fuck.
Alright, now you just heard him say be nice in the way he said it. Now re-listen to the Thanksgiving event. believe that I was telling the truth all along. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this video so you can see that it's the wooded, that it is a wooded area. Okay?
Fuck out of here, you fucking little bitch! I'll call the cops on you!
You little bitch.
Look, you little motherfucker, you think I forgot about Thanksgiving? You better take your bitch ass out of here!
That's what you want to do. Do it. You know what? I'll call the cops and have you fucking arrested, you dumb bitch.
Yeah? Do it right now!
Anything.
Do it right now, motherfucker!
Alright, I will.
Do it! Do it! You can use my phone!
I got my own.
Good, do it! Do it! Do it! I want you to! Good, do it! I'm gonna play the tape that you said gang stalk on the sidewalk.
Did what?
Yeah! I want you to call him! Call him! Call him! You're
Okay, see how he denied it? And that's literally what gang stalking expedition filthy perpetrating red ass animal horrors will do. They'll prop up these motherfuckers to camp out close by me, okay? And intentionally, mentally let me know that they're part of the campaign by repeating certain words, phrases, physical gestures that they have me sensitized to. Go to Google and type in sensitization methods and gang stalking. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. Today's date is February 6, 2016. Tomorrow's Super Bowl Sunday. I want you to listen to this. Now, I'm going to play the Thanksgiving event one more time to you so you can hear that it was the same asshole. Because think about this. Here I am. The reason why I was using such strong language is because those assholes harassed me day and night at that area. Day and night. Sometimes non-stop. Okay? And then they played a role in the Thanksgiving event. Now, what you're about ready to hear is another audio file of me being in Yucca Valley, California 11 months before. Yucca Valley is 160 miles away from where the Thanksgiving event occurred at in La Jolla. Okay? Now, before I play the Thanksgiving event, where you're going to hear a man say gang stalk and then a woman just flat out say gang stalking, I'm going to make a statement to you. Go to Google or YouTube and type in learning disabled woman gang stalked at UCSD, and you're going to eventually run across a video of me talking to a UCSD campus police officer on 11/20/2013. Okay? And I'm literally telling this UCSD police officer how I'm harassed on UCSD campus. You're literally, because it was taped, the conversation was taped on my tape recorder, you literally hear me state to him that every time I go on their campus, individuals are repeating gang stalk. Oh my God, gang stalk, weird, gang stalk, crazy, okay? Gang stalking. Now, the Thanksgiving event happened 8 days later, 7 days later actually, right up the street from UCSD. Okay? Showing that I was telling the truth to begin with all along about what I was exposing, that I was experiencing on UCSD campus. This is me being on a bus in Yucca Valley, California. Okay? Yucca Valley is 169 miles away from UCSD. Do you hear a man say gang stalk and then a woman just let us say gang stalking? Now, this was uploaded from my phone. It was also caught on the tape recorder. I'm not going to play the phone video of it because what I'm going to do instead is basically just give you a YouTube title. So you can go to YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm going to give you a blog title. So you can go to Google and type in the title of the blog. Once it comes up, click on it to open it up. And you wouldn't believe the evidence that's in it. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. So, basically what the police are doing is they're protecting the institutions, the businesses, the government buildings that I've been gang stalked at, that I've experienced this same exact identical verbal harassment every day, everywhere. It was massively caught again yesterday at Ralph's. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Look at everything that I've disclosed in the first video, even just in this video alone, because this is a two-part video series, you'll see that I was telling the truth in this video and in that one. Okay, now, I want you to think about it this way as well. Tape recorders can't have a mental illness, okay, of any kind, because it's a physical, tangible object that's got the capacity to record. I'm not another human being, which means I cannot control their mouth. I have over 1,000 audio files at least of individuals being propped up around me every day, everywhere I go, repeating gang stalk, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, suck my dick, gang stalking, suck my dick, crazy, weird, and other vile, sick shit. In the same exact identical way everywhere I go every single day. The only way that could be achieved is through the illegal GPS tracking of my phone and covert physical surveillance in order to prop it up. So if I leave the areas where I either sleep at and or rest at every morning, okay, or any time during the day, and then go about my day and it's caught, it proves that they knew where I was in real time to prop up this verbal harassment around me. Proving that they know then when I left the property, whether I'm on the property to sleep or to just be by myself to rest, to stay away from this shit. Proving that I was GPS tracked to these places, from those places. Proving that I'm being GPS tracked to those places, to begin with. Think about it this way. If I make a video, let's say at a camping area, or a statement in my tape recorder, okay, that I'm getting ready to leave a specific coded area, okay, and that, let's see, if anybody along any of my routes today says gang stalk, weird, gang stalk, crazy, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, suck my dick, and the tape recorder picks it up after I leave the area and or at the area, it'll prove that I was telling the truth, because when it's caught at a later time on the same audio file. And when the audio file started recording, it's got an isolated time of when the audio file started recording. Do you understand? So I can make this statement at 3 p.m., and if I catch it at 4 p.m., it'll show that the prediction that I was telling the truth to begin with, because I had to have foreknowledge of thinking of something like this, okay, in order for it to be caught after it was stated, proving that I had been telling the truth all along, because it was caught after the prediction. Do you understand? Okay, so when you go to that blog and see the massive amounts of in-your-face evidence that's in that blog, and the evidence that's in that blog is not even 0.001% of the evidence I have, including evidence of me being on national radio shows, exposing what's happening to me, and the seriousness of that shit. Fellow American citizens, my name is Leslie Williams. Can you imagine experiencing crime? Specific targeted individuals can be tortured as a result of being a victim of this crime, raped, murdered. Do you really think that the government wants to be honestly exposed for this shit? And their connected police and or police departments? Absolutely not. Or the universities and their prestigious images? Of course not, especially when this crime is directly connected to human trafficking, prostitution rings, rape, torture, even murder. Of course not. So what they'll do is stage events to get a hold of the target so the target can be exploited in an isolated environment so the exposure stops and so that the criminal motivation can be achieved. And this is where your filthy whore cops come into play at, who will then give you a ticket and or arrest you for illegal lodging, illegal encroachment, or trespassing. Okay, after they propped up a useful idiots to claim that they saw or heard the target or saw the target's property, or they'll use a staged event through a homeless person or anybody else. Make no mistake about it, I know exactly what I'm talking about. So research what I'm stating, how homeless men are used in gang stalking. How they'll bring a homeless man up into the area, have him set up all this shit, but yet he's magically never there. So anybody can claim that he was seen or heard coming or going. He's then gone, leaves in the morning, police come, so they can say, well, oh geez, well, he was reported and we stumbled across you. Or you were reported and he was stumbled across, yet he's not there. Just like when they assault a target, they'll jam the target's cell phone so they can give the person who assaulted the target time to leave the area. The person who assaulted the target then gets to leave, and then the cell phone becomes unjammed. understand? So, let me ask you a question. Do you really think that Stingray technology might be used? And how the police are using Stingray technology? The police ain't nothing but filthy criminal animals. Now, the police are used to bring the target before the courts. Illegal trespassing, lodging,